Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you.
Susie Wiles has often shunned the spotlight. Even on the night he won the election, she declined to speak.
Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background.
And on the rare occasions she has made public comments, it has only been to praise the president.
The president's promises made to the American people have been kept time and time and time again.
Donald Trump responded with nothing but adulation for the woman credited with delivering him an improbable election victory.
Susie, the most powerful woman in the world, they say.
But now she's talked to the magazine Vanity Fair in apparently far less glowing terms. Over 11 interviews, Susie Wiles was blunt in her description of her colleagues. Her boss, the president, is said to have an alcoholic's personality. He operates with a view that there's nothing he can't do. Nothing, zero, nothing, she said. She describes Vice President JD Vance as being a conspiracy theorist for a decade and says his conversion from never-Trumper to MAGA acolyte was sort of political. She says Elon Musk is an avowed ketamine user and an odd duck whose actions were not always rational and left her aghast. And Attorney General Pam Bondi completely whiffed in her handling of the Epstein files, she said. Today she claimed she'd been misquoted, posting, "The article published early this morning is a disingenuously framed hit piece on me and the finest president, White House staff and cabinet in history," adding, "significant context was disregarded." Tonight the Vice President offered this advice.
If any of us have learned a lesson from that Vanity Fair article, I hope that the lesson is we should be giving fewer interviews to mainstream media outlets.
Just the first 100 days, look at how much you all accomplished.
Until now, Susie Wiles has focused on sympathetic news organisations.
Look at her face!
Her public image gently mocked on late-night TV.
I mean, look at that face. That's how my dog looks when someone accidentally steps on a squeaky toy.
But this attempt to lift her veil of inscrutability in Vanity Fair has backfired spectacularly. A move she might now be regretting.
And Dan joins me now. Dan, this is, I guess, the first time we've heard anyone so senior in the White House, at least this time around, speak so openly and critically of Trump. What's been the reaction?
Well, look, Susie Wiles is trying to distance herself from this whole article, as you've heard, but it was interesting this morning. There was a sort of coordinated and simultaneous putting out of the same message, wholeheartedly backing Susie Wiles by pretty much every single member of Donald Trump's cabinet. The president himself has also sort of owned this idea that he's got a sort of the personality of an alcoholic, saying that he often has described himself as having that kind of possessive and addictive personality, he apparently told the New York Post. And there's also been an attempt to really change the narrative by his press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, who confirmed that the president is going to be addressing the nation on TV tomorrow. And she said that would be to not only look back at his achievements this year, but to look forward to policies he may unveil next year as well. And perhaps he may touch on the news tonight that he's going to be allowed to build his grand new ballroom in the grounds of the White House after a judge agreed that that could go ahead.